Aries, welcome to your next 72. Let's see what messages come out for you for your next 72. Understand this. You not resonate with this next 72, and that is okay, Aries, right? Store that information in your safe deposit box. Use it for when you need it, especially when you have a deja vu or when you're at a standstill of needing to make a decision to go to the left, which is your shadow energy, or to the right, which is your light, your higher self, or to simply press forward, merging your being balance of your shadow and your light, or to simply just be at a standstill, okay, of waiting for divine direction, okay, whether that's in making a choice, in movement, decision makings, or communication, verbal communication. All right, so what we're going to do is, instead of overall direction, we're going to see what the overall focus is in the next 72, Aries. If you are not an Aries, welcome to Spiritual Guiding Light. You may be in Aries house, meaning you may be in Aries energy in the next 72. If you are new to Spiritual Guiding Light, welcome. As you can see, this is a new channel, so make sure that you subscribe so that you can be a part of the success and the growth of this channel. Okay, if you've already subscribed, welcome back to SGL, Spiritual Guiding Light. May you find the clarity, confirmation, and understanding that you seek or need. All right, so let's go ahead and see what you need to focus on, or what it is that you need to work on in the next 72, Aries. What does Aries need to focus on at this time in the next 72? I will put the name of the keepers of the light name in the description box when I conclude your reading, Aries. Okay? If I cannot pronounce the name, okay, we have Mercury. Open communication is what you need to focus on in the next 72, Aries. It says, get the weight off your chest, speak up with love, and be heard. Okay? So we have the keepers of the light, Mercury. All right. If you are needing to learn open communication, ask for assistance. Okay. Let's go ahead and see the energies that are coming out of this open communication. All right. What messages does Aries need to see in the next 72 pertaining to this open communication? All right, Aries, what does Aries need to see? Okay. There is some sense of worry here. The Three of Swords. Okay, communication here. Being able to being open to being heard here. Worrying if you're going to be heard or not in the next 72. All right, Page of Swords. Whatever this is unconventional. Unconventional. Let's see what that is, just so that we can. Unconventional, unusual, irregular. It says not based on or conforming to what is generally done or believed. So this is open communication. Okay. It's like you're being careful of what to say and what not to say. I feel like you're trying to get over whatever this is. Okay. Okay. And I'm just going to say heartbreak. We're not going to go all the way deep into it if it was third party or anything like that. The overall here is heartbreak and being heard within a heartbreak. Okay. Whether this is someone involving you, you're not being open to the communication, acknowledging some type of being called out. That's what I'm hearing as well. Or being conflicted in a way of being accused here. Let's see. We have the title, Temperance, Justice. So you will be heard. If this is you trying to openly communicate on how you feel, right? You may be feeling like someone is invading your space with the Page of Swords here. And you're trying to find the way to communicate that in the next 72, or it's more so of you're holding your position with this title card, and it's kind of like there's a sense of carelessness of I don't care about being watched, right? Because you know this truth here. With this Temperance, it's kind of like it's a give or take situation. It feels like a tit for tat. This Justice, Libra here, with this worry, it's like you may be coming off as cold, like you don't care, or this is vice versa. You may be feeling like you're not being heard, right? Like there's this cold energy coming towards you. Let's read this open communication, Aries. All right, 82 may be significant. Someone may have been born in 82. All right. It says, Aries, open all levels of communication now. Important messages, information, and insights are being shared. You may hear from an old friend or family member or have an opportunity to finally understand a loved one whom you may not have easy time with. You may be able to clarify a situation where you feel you weren't heard properly or were misunderstood. Get things off your chest in a loving way so that you can clear all roads to love and life. Listen to communication and is a two-way street. Mercury is here now to allow you to hear clearly and be heard. Okay, that's the beginning of your next 72. Let's go ahead and look at additional channeled messages. Aries, let's go ahead and dig into rebel energy. Okay. All right. What does Aries need to acknowledge or speak up about in the next 72? Rebel energy. So overall focus in the next 72, Aries, is open communication. Okay. All right. What does Aries need to acknowledge or speak up about in the next 72? What does Aries need to acknowledge or speak up about in the next 72? It says, don't fucking force it, Aries. Okay. So it feels like, again, you may be feeling like you're not heard. Don't force it. If someone is trying to force you to understand something, it's saying be open. It's a two-way street here. Okay. What you need to speak up about is it's basically having these boundaries of don't accuse me, or don't tell me who I am. Don't justify things that are not facts. Okay. Someone is letting me know that someone is caught up in overthinking and they've created their own version of you. All right. Don't forget, we did see the 3 of Swords. You can always go back after we end this live, Aries, and take notes, okay, so that it can guide you through the next 72. Let's look at challenges and obstacles in the next 72. And that could be a obstacle of getting out of the Four of Cups of being stubborn and saying, instead of being stubborn, saying, you know what, I'm not being heard, fuck this, right? Because look at rebel energy and saying, don't fucking force it. So it's kind of like taming yourself, having the strength to tame your tongue when need to. It's kind of like not volunteering information. It's kind of giving me like, if you're not being asked a specific question, you're not gonna just voluntarily just spill out information. And I feel like that's a challenge for some of you, because it's kind of like, why do I need to be asked a certain question? Or why is it someone doesn't know how to communicate? Okay, what challenges and obstacles? We have no place like home. Okay, you may be feeling like your back's against the wall in the next 72. For some of you, Aries, not all of you. I feel like you're not communicating with anyone that doesn't hit home, that's not precipitating and understanding where you're coming from. So it's kind of like, it's not giving me being egotistic. It's just more so like, you know what? This was a lesson pertaining to past Three of Swords, disappointments or heartaches, okay? And it's like, you're not allowing anyone to take you there, so you're higher than the situation, right? It's like you're not going to come down to anyone's level. This is what I like about this. Pertaining to what tools you can utilize in the next 72 is seeing things for what it is, right? If someone, because this home can represent the body as well as a person, it's kind of like, no, you're not yourself. You're not being yourself. I'm not entertaining someone that I know is not being themselves. Or someone is being like this towards you in the next 72. They're kind of like, Aries, where are you? Where's your mind? Come back. Come back home. All right, let's go ahead and move forward and look at possible foolishness, Aries, in the next 72. Someone's asking an Aries to come back home, or you are asking someone to come back home, and open communication of reciprocating both sides of the stories and having some type of resolution. Okay, don't force it. All right, what possible foolishness, allegedly, if any? All right, we have the Temperance and the Ace of Pentacles. You're giving another shot. You may feel foolish, right? It's kind of like try not to try to manifest the end result already that hasn't happened. But it feels like from the past experience, from your pre-spread, that Three of Swords is really standing out. And it was clarified by the Temperance. So that's telling me that it's like, it's not about giving this situation another shot at it. It's just more so it can be difficult to, the heartache or the disappointment was never resolved, so there could be a sense of trust issue. But with this Temperance and the Ace of Pentacles, someone is choosing to be the bigger person, and they don't care what other people may think. You know, it's kind of like someone being nosy in your business, Aries, and they're saying Aries is being foolish. Aries is being stupid. Why is Aries taking this person back? Or why is Aries constantly allowing people to disappoint Aries or hurt Aries in a way to where it's like you're cutting people off left and right? All right. And for some of you, it's more so like, Aries, you're not being yourself, or you're not associating with people who you feel have changed. Okay. And at this time, you may not feel like you want to put in that energy to make amends or hear someone out of why they're acting a certain way, or why someone has a big head. Okay. Let's pull your Goddess Oracle. This is nice. I like this. It's like, because your fire energy in the first house is kind of like, you know, you could be very unapologetic, right? And care less how anyone feels. And I feel like whatever this is, it's requiring you to feel. And it's like, okay, it's a give and take situation. If if this backfires and makes me feel some type of way, it's like, this feels like someone you care about with this Ace of Pentacles. What is this Goddess Oracle for Aries? Yeah, something has to change. Either someone has to embrace this new version of you, Aries, or it's you needing to embrace someone else that is not like you, an opposite. Okay. This was stayed in my hand, endings and beginnings. Look at that quiet time. Now is not the time to talk, it's the time to listen. Somebody from your past. All right. It says endings and beginnings. It says the old must be released so that the new can enter, Aries. All right, let's go ahead and look at shadow energy for the next 72. Shadow energy for Aries for the next 72. If you want to see the spread that was referencing to this open communication, when this live is done, you can always go back to the beginning to reference to that. Okay, shadow energy for Aries for the next 72. What shadow energy is present in the next 72, or what shadow energy does Aries have to deal with in the next 72? All right, what you have to deal with, Virgo energy, Hermit energy, you see the truth. I don't think you can see this, but there is a person literally standing on this bridge, and the moon is at a full moon. Okay, this is letting me know just a little secret. When there's a full moon, it's illusion. When there's a crescent, it is truth. It's just to help you out so that you can know to clarify your thoughts when there's a full moon. So be mindful compared to it being a crescent, and it's all truth at that time. So we have this Hermit Virgo energy, which is sixth. It was just the sixth house, and it's all about getting out the mess, clearing out the clutter. Okay, whether that's mental, your environment, getting rid of people who no longer serve you, meaning people who no longer get you. Okay, it's kind of like some of you are saying, you know what, you don't want to focus on the Three of Swords. Okay, you know what that feels like. You know how much to give pertaining to fulfilling someone's needs or showing up for someone. This Ace of Pentacles, I don't see that being the issue. All right, you showing up for people. I think the issue is the communication, which is the overall focus in the next 72 Aries. Okay, don't force it. Your rebel energy here is saying do not force anything, especially if it's in a bird's eye point of view. You know exactly what it is. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and look at feminine energy, Aries, for the next 72. Whatever this is, you're bigger than the situation. All right. Feminine energy. What is the feminine energy for the next 72 for Aries? Yeah, the decision is it, are you going to allow things to, it's a will or force. And your rebel energy is saying don't force anything. So whatever's coming back around in full circle, allow it to happen. All right, feminine energy for Aries in the next 72. What is the feminine energy regarding Aries in the next 72? Oh goodness, to me though. Feminine energy. I'm going to shuffle. 3 more times. I feel like this feminine energy is coming off this shadow energy at a crossroads, Aries, in the next 72. Oh. The Queen of Materials. Someone is financially stable, whoever this Queen of Materials is. And then we have the Five of Emotions here. This is 2 people. Someone is coming off as cold. Someone is looking for changes. You can see this female is holding a full moon. They are being, they're in a cold place, in a sunken place in their mental state. And so how they're perceived, whoever this person is, how they perceive things, it's incorrect. This person needs to change. They need to dig up the roots that no longer serve them within themselves, Aries. I don't know if it doesn't feel like that's you, but if it is you, it's like once you resolve this 5 of emotions, you then will be able to see the good version of yourself, the responsible version of yourself. Okay, this foolish energy with the Temperance and the Ace of Swords. The universe is trying to give you a gift here. And I feel like once you get rid of whatever this thing that causes you to come off as cold, that unapologetically energy, right? You then will be able to materialize the beauty of within the lesson. Okay, it's endings and beginnings. Okay, but whatever it is, it's kind of like, don't force it. I'm really needing to stress that out for you. Let's go ahead and look at masculine energy. I just have to deliver the message how it's being given. For some of you, the overall reading for you for the next 72 was the beginning of the spread pertaining to this open communication. Others of you, it's just literally what's being pulled to you. Okay, so this is one. There's so many channeled messages here, okay? So you have a lot to work with. We have the 6 of Swords, still Virgo energy. It is, but Swords is air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But you have to understand that 6 is, that lets me know that it's in Virgo's house. All right, for some of you, it has to do with employment or health. Others of you, it's about taking full responsibilities instead of, wow, this 6 of Swords is, trust that your guides, whether it's your shadow or your higher self, trust that it's guiding you. It's like your shadow self is trying, this crossroad, your shadow self is trying to guide you to your higher self. And if you're in your higher self is trying to, your ancestors within your higher self is trying to guide you into your shadow self so that you can get to the root of things. Because this red scarf is deceiving. It's clarifying this 5 of emotions here. Like I said, force and will. It's like, are you choosing the will or the force? A will is something that is promised to you, or allowing the will to turn in your favor, whether if it's good or bad. If it's bad, you have to be open to this communication. And communication comes in many ways. Okay? It's an ending and beginning here. Let's go ahead and look at romantic oracles, Aries, in the next 72. I will be referencing to self, Aries. You can fill in the blank of what you want to reference to, whether it's platonic, dating, common law, significant other, partner, marriage, divorce, I don't know, sugar daddy, sugar mama. I will be referencing to you, Aries, okay? What message do you have for Aries for the next 72? Oh, something was trying to pop out there. All right, what message do you have for Aries for the next 72? Yeah. Whoever's trying to bump heads with you in the next 72, just hear what they have to say. Children, it says your love life is being affected by your children. Now, pertaining to self, there's things about your childhood that you need to, I don't know why I'm hearing de-root. You need to get to the root of it, and you need to pull it out. Get it out of your mind. Get it out of your space, okay? Others of you, it's exactly what it says, all right? I'm no longer doing behind the scenes in your next 72s, all right? Those are going to be by themselves. All right, Aries, that is your next 72. Oh, that's what I forgot to do, shed light on your reading. Silly me. Let's shed some light on your reading, Aries. All right, shed light on Aries for the next 72. Shed light on Aries. Unbound. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. It says this. It says, Aries, release soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. All right. Some of you, it has to do with your childhood. Okay. And whoever these people are that still are currently living, it's affecting you. Okay. You're bigger than the situation. You know this. Let's go ahead and pull your affirmation. And they know it too. Okay. You got to cut the cord. You got to cut it. That could be what the crossroad is. Acceptance. And you don't have to force the decision. It says there is no difference. The experience is the same. Whether if you're in your shadow or your higher self, and there is a need for you to create this wholeness within yourself. And as you create this wholeness, it creates a protection barrier where no one can penetrate. Okay, it bounces right back off and it goes back to sender. In the description box, it's called Inner Strength. And there is a link. If you go, you don't have to watch the reading or listen to the reading. There is an article that talks about wholeness. And you have to click that link. And then in that description box, you'll be able to find that article that will kind of give you some direction pertaining to this wholeness. All right. Don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle. This is your next 72, Aries.